10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Peace on earth will come to stay when we live Christmas every day.
Christmas is not a time nor a season, but a state of mind. To cherish peace and goodwill, and to be plenteous in mercy, is to have the real spirit of Christmas.
Just remember, the true spirit of Christmas lies in your heart.
Good evening, respected CEO and Managing Director, Lieutenant General Arjun Ray, and our Principal, Mrs. Sarojini Rao. We extend a very warm welcome to our dear teachers, parents, and friends. We welcome you to the virtual Christmas celebrations organized by the students of Indus International School, Bangalore. Indus's core values of love, empathy, respect, and discipline will be evident through the array of performances lined up for us to cherish. While the onset of the pandemic has made the last few months somber, the best way to lift our spirits is to spend Christmas with loved ones, where we find ourselves surrounded with entertainment, even if we might be physically distanced from one another. Regardless of the unprecedented situation we've all been exposed to, we've organized some programs ranging from carols to dances and finally a play to set in the joyous Christmas mood. Like a magic wand, these performances bring home the holiday spirit and hopefully Santa, dashing through the snow with the one-horse open sleigh, will virtually remove all the ailings that the humanity of our world have been faced with this pandemic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the holiday season is upon us. This virtual event is the perfect opportunity for you to sit back, grab a hot chocolate under the warmth of a cozy blanket, enjoy the wonderful performances that have been planned for us this evening. Let us rejoice and delve into the true meaning of Christmas. Without further ado, let the Christmas journey begin.
Let's see if you can solve this riddle, Rehan. What do you call an elf dancing with earmuffs on? Nothing? Well, you could call him anything since he can't hear you anyway.
Haha, but isn't that what Christmas is truly about, Mega? Singing and dancing and prancing around the Christmas tree. Loads of fun and loads of joy.
Why, certainly. And that is exactly what Sia Marwa of grade 12 and Ria Jaitley of grade 11 expressed through their Christmas-themed dance. What a graceful performance!
It truly did epitomize the heady mix of joy and grace one feels when in cheery spirits. Moving on to some music.
Now, Rehan, Who do you think Santa's favorite singer is?
Why, I don't know. Maybe Elvis Presley?
But now I wonder, would Christmas truly be Christmas without joyous tunes to sing along to?
I doubt it, which is exactly why the Indus Choir have put together a mesmerizing array of music for us to enjoy. We now have Priya Sneha Kirani, Aditri Nambiar, Riya Pinto, Adrija Chatterjee, and Tarang Bankar sing Carol of the Bells, a popular Christmas song based on the Ukrainian folk chant Shedrek.
Sweet silver bells all seem to say, no cares away.
Ding dong, ding dong,
Ding dong, ding dong, that is their song with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how the clock gaily they're ringing out loud, gaily they're ringing while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, that is their song with joyful ring. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Sweet silver bells all seem to say, no cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song with joyful ring. All caroling, one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how the clouds gaily they're ringing out loud, gaily they're ringing while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, that is the song with joyful ring. Ding dong, ding dong, to every home all around they send on without end their joyful tone to every home. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Why, this rendition of the song took me down memory lane. What a marvelous twist on such a traditional carol.
Absolutely. I truly think that this was the perfect song to bring out the spiritual and more traditional aspects of the Christmas day. Moving on to the next song. El Condor Pasa is an orchestral musical piece from Zarzuela. El Condor Pasa, based on traditional Andean music, specifically folk music from Peru, is meant to symbolize freedom. We now have Tarang Bankar and Meg Dasgupta on the trumpet, Amelia Joseph and Arjun Sundararajan playing the piano, Shubhika Saxena, Pratibha Pradeep and Ovia Kalaivanan playing the violin, Somi Kapadia playing the drums, and Arjun Vishwanathan strumming the guitar. Let us all welcome the Indus Choir Orchestra.
Wow, thank you for that brilliant performance.
I think I speak for everyone when I say that the true meaning of the song is so very relevant, as confinement during the pandemic has taught us the true value of freedom. Moving on to the play. Hey Rehan, why does Scrooge love all the reindeer? No guesses? Because all the bucks are very close to him.
Haha, I'll do you one better. What would Scrooge say if he had a pet lamb? Bah, humbug.
Now that surely is funny. Now say you've heard of Scrooge and his Ghosts of Christmas, and you've heard of the Ghostbusters, but have you ever heard of the Ghosts of Christmas fighting against budget cuts and hostile work environments like the Ghostbusters?
No.
No? Well, that's why the students of Indus bring to you the Christmas Ghost Crisis, a delightfully funny short play that's perfect for inclusion in a school Christmas performance to remind us of the true meaning of Christmas.
This is Ghost Central. Now don't raise your eyebrows at me. Oh, you wanna know what Ghost Central is? All the hauntings that plague your nights. Guess who has been organizing them? That's right, we at Ghost Central. It is a proper organization. We have the board of directors, we have the middle management, and we have the spooks. There you have met. Something seems to be steaming at Charlie's office. I'll hang here for some time and perhaps I'll tell you all about it later.
Excuse me, but your next appointment is here.
Appointment on Christmas Day.
The Christmas ghosts. You know, past, present, and future. Oh, and Molly's with them too. They called earlier and insisted on seeing you as soon as possible.
That's right, I'd forgotten. I wonder what they want. You don't suppose they've heard the rumors, do you?
Well, the Christmas ghosts are going to find out eventually if that's what's going to happen. Besides, the board of directors said they would wait for this year's haunting results before making any final decisions.
I don't need another headache. I'm still tying up the loose ends from Hallows Eve.
The Headless Horseman!
I mean, it's the same thing every year.
Where did he lose it this time?
Who knows?
That is a problem. But in all honesty, that's what the living expect. The Headless Horseman has to throw his head at some point. It's just good PR.
It's just getting old. Year after year, I have to dispatch the Ghost Riders to find that head of his.
Maybe next year we can attach one of those GPS things to keep tabs on it.
GPS?
It's how the living keep track of themselves when they travel these days.
They can't keep track of themselves anymore.
Evidently not. It's a very popular item down there. We could give it a try.
Can we get a hold of one of those trackers?
Leave it to me.
Well, give him the go-ahead for next year, please.
Now, about your appointment.
Right, the Christmas ghosts. Send them in, please.
They brought their union rep with them.
Their union rep? Oh, that means they must have heard the rumors.
Pretty rough shape. Something must have gone wrong with their haunting last night.
Well, let's just get this started with. Oh, and Effie, you better sit in on this meeting and take notes.
Will do.
Why? Why does this have to be on Christmas morning?
Why? Because it's Christmas. That's why. It's because we care for you. The living.
Charlie, your appointment.
So, Marley, past, present, and future, how are things?
How are things, you ask? As you can see, these Ghost Central Union members have gone through quite an ordeal, and I am here to represent them in the matter.
Yes, this looks quite serious. What happened?
Actually, you can leave me out of this. I'm perfectly content with the situation as it is. You would be. You don't have to take the risks the rest of us do. What? Risks? We're ghosts. The living can't possibly hurt us.
That's easy for you to say. You're out of the picture every year by the time all the fireworks start.
I'm not sure I understand.
Then permit me to explain. My clients would like to file a grievance.
What kind of grievance?
Hostile work environment.
Hostile work environment? But they work in the Christmas season. It's the most congenial time of the year. You know, peace on earth, goodwill toward men.
Toward men, maybe, but not toward ghosts.
I'm still not following.
It seems like the ghosts have a problem with Marley. They felt that he's redundant. Of course it made Marley angry.
Now wait just a minute. I may not know the subjects, but they certainly know me. I mean, who else wanders around dragging chains and money boxes behind them? In fact, I am probably the most recognizable ghost.
Do you believe Marley's visit was the root of the problem?
Yes, his visit starts everything in motion.
By warning our subject that we're coming.
Yeah, they call in those paranormal experts, and by the time we get there, they have booby traps set up all over the place.
And now they have all these new fangled gadgets to try and catch us. Us. It's a wonder we got out of there alive.
Well, technically, you're not actually alive.
You know what I mean. Just because we're ghosts doesn't mean we can't be traumatized. Just look at past year. He can hardly breathe.
Again, breathing is not a necessary function for ghosts.
They burnt sage to cleanse the rooms before we got there. As the first one on the scene after Marley's warning, poor Pass got the brunt of it.
Of course. I should have recognized this as a sage attack.
Yes, it's like pepper spray for ghosts. He couldn't have done anything but.
And all the while, those people were trying to film it for some television show.
They caught you on film?
We don't know that for sure, so.
This is serious. You know that was a covert operation.
Well, since Pass was under attack, I thought I would jump in, try to divert their attention. But then they pulled out one of those electronic thingamabobs and started chasing me around.
When they hit me with those lasers, they tried to force me into it. I thought I was a goner for sure. But then past here sneezed real big and slimed one of those guys pretty good. He managed to lose his footing and I got away. With the minor addition. But anyways, thanks for saving me, Past.
And where was the subject during all this?
Are you kidding? He was operating the camera.
Oh no, this is not good. The haunting wasn't completed. We can hardly blame the ghosts. You people are terrible. Well, I can tell you all about this. The board has been trying to find ways to cut costs. And the Christmas hauntings. Of course, the ghosts are under union contracts, but those expire every single year. And there is some discussion about not renewing them for another century. You see, after Scrooge, the program wasn't very successful. You humans have become desensitized about just everything. And in this incident, time is money, money is time.
Marley can step down.
Hey! Wait a minute!
Marley, just take one for the team, okay?
Take one for the team? You've gone too far.
Wait a minute! We're all on the same side here.
Everyone, just settle down! This is getting us nowhere! If you all want to salvage Christmas hauntings, then you need to give me some ideas. Something feasible. What do you all think?
We're not really telling them about what Christmas is. Are we?
Excuse me?
Every year, we search for a misguided soul in whom we want to effect a change, right? We take him through his history and show him the error of his ways, make him confront his present, and show him a glimpse of how things could end up. But is that really what we should be doing?
What do you mean?
Maybe we should go back to the basics. Go back to the beginning.
You mean you want us to take them all the way back to
Bethlehem? Yes! To the story of God's love for mankind and the birth of His only Son on that night so long ago. Isn't that the story we should be telling?
That could eliminate a lot of expenses this year and every year. And the story is eternal.
The set should be simple enough. It's only a small stable. That should save quite a bit.
But what about my union members?
You can portray the characters in the storyline. Past can start as Mary and explain how the angel of the Lord told her she was chosen to be the mother of the promised Messiah. She can then describe how her betrothed husband did not believe it at first and had to be convinced through a dream that she was indeed carrying the Son of God.
Okay, what's next?
That's when present can come in as a shepherd.
I get it.
And then I can jump in as one of the wise kings of the East.
Aren't we forgetting someone?
Yes, what about Marley? What role could he play in this new scenario?
King-headed!
I won't be headed. He was despicable.
Maybe he can be a donkey. He's stubborn enough.
The angel. Maybe Marley can do what he's always done. But instead of warning Scrooge, he proclaims the good news of God's love for all mankind.
I like it. Everybody gets to keep their jobs, and the real story of Christmas gets told. Is this agreeable to everybody?
Well, what do you know? Just when I thought that Charlie and Roberta were gonna go for each other's throat, they were genuinely concerned and managed to find a solution to their problem. As they say, all's well, ends well. Oh, they even found the horseman's head. It was stuck in some chimney, and our friend from the north just dropped it off. But you know, you must not be so jaded that you cannot even live your life anymore. Anyways, a Merry Christmas to all of you!
Well, wasn't this just the perfect play to lift our spirits this holiday season? So utterly humorous.
Absolutely. No one has any excuses for being a Scrooge now. This Christmas will be one of a kind, for generations to remember. Just like our blended learning at Indus, Christmas too will be celebrated online as well as offline. Would you have ever imagined that? We now have a few glimpses of Christmas celebrations from across the globe, where our students and their families have shared their happiness in the form of small video clips.
Why don't we see how some Indus families have been using their holiday cheer?
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding and bring it right here. Things we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas from France! Merry Christmas!
wonderful.
So this is indeed Christmas. Thank the Conan, the Gearman, and the Shailin family for let us be a part of your Christmas celebrations. It's never too far to come closer in moments like this, when all you need is a little sprinkle of joy and goodwill, for which our friends have shared in abundance.
Most certainly right. Moving on to the dance.
Let the heavens rejoice and the earth be glad. On this lovely evening, students will perform a fusion of Kathak, Bharatanatyam, and a freestyle for the music Jingle Bells.
Bird machine. Check. Check.
Perfect blend of the East and West, synchronized to perfection.
I completely agree. It most certainly highlights the global reach of the Yuletide spirits. They say the best way to spend Christmas cheer is to sing aloud for all to hear.
Absolutely, Megha, which is why we will now move on to the lovely song, Waltzing Matilda.
Megh Das Gupta, Somi Kapadia, Arjun Vishwanathan, Arjun Sundararajan, Ovia Kalaivanan, Pratibha Pradeep, and Amelia Joseph will play for us Waltzing Matilda, Australia's best-known bush ballad, which has been described as the country's unofficial national anthem.
classic, and even better when played by our talented students. Christmas has me feeling extra sentimental.
Yes, nothing says caroling better than a homely rendition of a classic song. But what about Jingle Bells? Jingle Bells is one of the best known American songs in the world under the title One Horse Open Sleigh. It's sung around the world to embrace the Christmas spirit by children and adults alike. Let us listen to Aditri Nayambar, Priya Sneha Kirani, Adrija Chatterjee, Maya Dugar, and Shraddha Desai sing Jingle Bells.
Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Viene Papá Noel con sus renos, con muchos regalos en su trineo. Hey, Navidad, Navidad, feliz Navidad. Es un día de alegría y felicidad. Navidad, Navidad, feliz Navidad. Es un día de alegría y felicidad. गड़गड़ियाया तूफान बदली, हर बच्चा चिल्लाए कि देखो संता आ गया। घर घर ले आया तूफान बदली, हर बच्चा चिल्लाए कि देखो संता आ गया। Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Joyeux Noël, aux mille bougies, on chante dans le ciel, les cloches de la nuit. Et dans chaque maison, les fleurs ont été faites, partout la table brille de l'eau dans nos chansons. Oh, et vive le vent, vive le vent, vive le vent d'hiver, qui s'en va se dans la place en pépé. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh.
Now, I don't know about you, but this makes me crave for some hot baked gingerbread cookies for the fire and a blizzard of gifts from my virtual Santa.
Of course, the perfect song to put us in the holiday mood and the truly befitting song to end this evening. Rum-pa-pum-pum.
Hey, Mega, what did the Christmas tree say to the ornament? Quit hanging around.
Yes, that is very fitting indeed. As it's correctly said, all good things must come to an end.
On behalf of the Indus team, we would like to thank all of you for being a part of the celebration. It was indeed an evening well spent. We extend our warmest gratitudes to our very encouraging and supportive Vice Principal, Mrs. Aparna Achanta, for her constant guidance. We extend our warmest gratitude to Mrs. Wilma, our Activities Coordinator, our Western Dance Teacher, Ms. Shushmita Sharon, our Indian Classical Dance Teacher, Ms. Sindhushri, Mr. Joseph and his music team, the drama team comprising of Ms. Nalayini and Ms. Maya, our DA, Mr. John, and the IT department, and most importantly, all the families of the participants for the unswerving support in making this evening a joyous one. We take this opportunity to convey our heartfelt appreciations to our CEO, Lieutenant General Arjun Ray, and our principal, Mrs. Sarojini Rao. On behalf of all the students of Indus International School, we wish you both a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We hope that these performances made your Christmas just as merry, cheerful, and delightful as they made ours. On this note, it's time to log out for some Christmas tea. Oh, Christmas tea. Here's a missile toast to all of us this holiday season. Merry Christmas
And a Happy New Year!